Welcome back, fellow scrubs. Rock the Wiz here with more Pocket Fighter EX, a community-based game not affiliated with Capcom or SNK. It's a free fan game by fans for fans. And let me stall for 5 seconds of time while I turn off my sunset filter on my monitor. There we go. Now we can bring it over. So, how's everyone doing today? We are on the road to GGPO. So, a lot has happened since last. Mike as well? Oh, hold on. Okay, how about now? Is it better? But his beard is cute, you gotta give him that. Nobody's seen my beard yet. Because we haven't updated the avatar, it's still me clean shaven. Seems good? Okay. Yeah, I don't know, I think the microphone's just dying or whatever, but I guess I just have to keep it cranked up now. The old settings, like I don't change the settings, they're on the soundboard. Unless the cat got up there and knocked it down? I don't know. Well, whatever. We'll leave it cranked, and if it works, it works. Are you feeling any better? Heard you felt sick. Yeah, no, I'm fine now. We didn't do stream on Thursday, because I've been working real hard on this GGPO stuff, and maybe got a little overboard. Well, we were here yesterday. We played some Dark Souls. I feel better. So we're here, we're streaming, we're good. Appreciate you asking though. Come by to learn some coding. Well, we're gonna be doing the hardcore shit today. I don't know how much of a learning experience it's gonna be necessarily. But we're deep in the weeds right now. Here, let me exemplify how busted things are right now. Yeah, that's how busted things are right now. Some stuff is affected by time, and other stuff is not affected by time. So I'm right in the middle of reassigning all the way time works to objects. Yeah, so they're completely uninteractable, which is really funny because the reason why those aren't is because I don't have a startup hitbox, but the Hadoken does. So this one's really funny. And we can play with it while it's still broken. But Hadokens do have a startup hitbox, you can see. And so they will actually hit. Which is funny because you can hit them into it and bounce them back. That's kind of funny. Oh wait, hold on. Okay. Let me do that. Oh, I missed him. Hold on. Oh, I missed him. I'm trying to do, and maybe it might be easier to do it this way. There. You can just do some crazy stuff like that. Now, you'll only get one hit with a lot of them, because some of the processing that takes place for multi-hit is something that takes place over time. I don't know if this one will or not, though. Yeah, that one will. So you should, I don't know how far that'll bounce. Nah, I guess that wouldn't have gone that far. You could dunk them into. Would be cool as a utility super, like all same. Yeah, like there's merit in the idea of having a stationary thing, and it's kind of fun to just like play with. But you know, for the most part, at least for these characters, it doesn't really work. But yeah, for another character, it might be all right. Who's at my feet? Is it Cat? Who is it? What are you? Hey, that's a port. Stop. Thanks. Don't make me get the thing. There we go. He's chewing on my microphone cord. No wonder the damn microphone don't work. Fucking cat. He was cute till he was chewing on my fucking mic. Oh well, whatever. Anyway. Yeah, Mario's newest move, time freeze. Yeah, for real, right? So the reason why this is doing the thing it's doing, and hold on, I think the profiler is on. I'm getting some lag here. Yeah, no, it's not on. Okay, it's just lagging. That's fine. The games in the editor just lag sometimes. So the reason again why this is happening is some objects are connected to the new time system and some objects are not connected to the new time system. Or, well, to be a little more detailed, it's not just the time system, but it's also the update system is getting changed over. And that's important to roll back. I'll get into that in a minute, but first I need a sip. I got some Pepsi today. Hopefully keep me awake and going here. Yeah, that's the stuff. A little bit of sugar, a little bit of caffeine. Keep me going. How about a sponsor, Pepsi? I'll take it. I'll take your dirty soda money. Just keep experimenting. Whether you use Game Maker, or Unity, or whatever. Hey, who's that? Draco or drop kicks hurt. I was trying to look. I had another window covering the announcement window. I couldn't read it. Yeah, drop kicks hurt. Yes, they do. And thanks for the follow. So, what I'm going to focus on today is continuing to get objects back moving the way they're supposed to. Which would be nice. The fighters have been attached to the new time system, but the projectiles are kind of like halfway implemented. So that's a good place to start. Oh, also, I fixed a lot of the attacks that move you up into the air, like a Shoryuken and all that. I fixed a lot of those, and so Terry's actually like functional again. He can do oh, not that. He can do stuff like this now. He's back in action. Oh, I haven't played as him in so long because he's been broken. I almost kind of like don't know what to do with him anymore. But yeah, as you can see, he's back. I think the only move that still hasn't been adjusted is this one, yeah. But all the other ones, everything works. So we're back in action to a degree. Oh, except for like, you know, Power Geyser and stuff, which just kind of does that. So it's a little messed up. I don't know if this one works. Yeah, this one works. I redid the way that Power Dunk works. So it's a little bit of a snappier animation, so I've been happy about that. Yeah, like those. And these cancels work again. So that's always good. Everything's looking a lot better. What was the other thing? I redid another animation. Oh, you know, Ken's Tatsu. I adjusted that animation quite heavily. Oh, and I fixed the infinite with Ken's light Tatsu. It no longer links into 4-frame normals. But his heavy Tatsu, I changed the way that works. So it's a bit more, it's a bit faster, but goes a bit farther, a bit more snappy. Yeah, and again, Hadokens are just stuck in the ether here. Wow, yeah, that one doesn't actually connect. That's interesting. Hold on. Actually might be a hitbox oversight. Oh no, it just doesn't have time to start up apparently. Okay, I thought maybe it couldn't juggle after certain moves. The DX moves are pretty much can juggle after anything, so at least most of them. And this should be one of those, but it doesn't seem to activate at all. So, which is funny because this one does, but this one doesn't. Well, whatever. Anyway, point was I redid this one. I think it looks a bit better. I don't mean like I redrew the frames, but I retimed it. Gave it more, I don't know, it just looks better in motion. If you want to put it that way. So I've been doing a lot this week. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes getting changed over. So, where do we start? So we'll start with... Come on, whoa, go ahead. There we go. Yeah, I guess we'll see if we can get the projectiles back on time here. So the projectiles are a little bit different in where they, let's see. Fighter, projectile, roller. Yes? Yes? Oh wait, controller, spelled it wrong. There we go. So they've been hooked up to this update on demand, and so update on demand allows me to draw or to run an update whenever I want. At least during the update cycle of Unity. And hold on, my microphone's all screwed up here. So basically what that means is I could say, hey, instead of running the game once, how about you run it 3 times? How about you do 3 updates? And this is important for rollback because what you do is you go back 7 frames or however many frames you need to, and then you update all the way back up to present. So I would say I want to go back 7 frames, but then I want to do 7 updates to get back to the frame we were on. You know, and that's how you correct the timeline in rollback systems. So some stuff is hooked up to that system, and some stuff is not. So we're hooking projectiles up to that now, and it's halfway there. So I'll show you that right here. After a quick sip. Okay. This update on demand, I call this update. This is the actual update that goes when I want all my gameplay systems update, which goes to the core update, and that does all the stuff that the projectile needs to do. That's all well and good. Except this also needs a like a controller on the object to tell it to actually run these things. And that is under, let's see, update on demand game object controller. So I'm going to add this to the required component, so it should make that automatically on all the objects that we need. But that's not all, we do have to look at the object and enable it. So by default, I made it so that this controller is not enabled. Because if you're just making a new object, maybe you don't want it to run in that system. So the default is to assume that you don't, and whatever you do, you're just going to go in and check mark. So we'll go to fighters. And we'll go to Terry here. Is projectiles. I'll do power wave first. There's actually a couple variants here because we did a couple different ones before we settled on the one we wanted. Here's the X, here's light. Yeah, and here's heavy. Okay, and I think it's a variant off of this one. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go in here, and here you see it's added that controller for us because we told it that it's required. Well, let's bring this up to top. If it'll let us. Yep, yes, there we go. Okay. And then here, how it's off by default, we just want to click that on, and there you go. I don't know what the cursor is doing, flipping out like that. You going nuts? What is it doing? Creating Is it recreating the script over and over? Oh, it's going nuts. That's funny. Let's see. Script execution order list. Oh, it's like stuck in like an infinite loop. Oh, that's funny. Is it because I'm in edit mode? Oh yeah, it stopped now. That's weird. That's alright. It won't hurt anything. I think it was attempting to save, and then it was causing this to get refreshed, and that might have interrupted the save somehow. This is the script execution order list for my manual update, this update on demand. That's fine, whatever. I don't care if it flips out a little bit. Oh, let's go back to... Okay, let's open this back up. Yeah, now that it's been added, I think, yeah, now it's been added, it's fine. It's all happy. So none of these here really need to do anything, because they're not tied to the update on demand, like the flicker controller. Or no, that's the screen flash. Here's the flicker controller. Like that stuff runs kind of outside of the purview of normal updates. Like this actually runs based on how many frames are rendering and stuff like that. So I don't have to worry about that stuff. But what I do need to do, actually, I don't know, does this update on its own? I think the animation is updating through here. Let's see. Yeah, right? Let's see. Find all references. Yeah, it's being updated. Yeah, through here. So we don't need to put an update script for this. Otherwise, we might have had to. But anyway, let's click that on. Again, let's draw this back up to the top. I think it didn't save because it was freaking out before. And that should enable PowerWave to actually work here. Let's confirm that it works. Yep, and there it is. So now it's hooked up into the update on demand system. And again, it's very critical for rollback to work. And I'm basically at this point, I'm adding everything that needs to be added to that. And so we've got that, but let's do PowerWave EX. And that is here. Turn the game off first. We'll click it. Saving failed. Check the console window. Oh, it's got a missing script here. So we've got to remove that. That was probably the old save and load system, the save state system that I was developing. And I made a new one. So I removed all those scripts. And so yeah, here. It's removed, it's caused that to happen. So I've got to remove those. And here we are. Okay, and then again, let's move this up to the top. And we've turned it on. And that should be enough to get it to actually go. Save it. Now, it is going to be not in the right place. And we're going to fix that too.
Face it straight.
And here, you know what? Let's move this over a bit. We could see more of the game here. There it is. So it's not centered properly, but it at least does work. Oh, there, and it actually hits, so that's good. I'm assuming the chat question says that's the music playing on your side. I'm assuming you mean what's the music playing on the side. This is from Street Fighter Alpha 3. It has its own distinct sound to it. Alright, so the reason that the projectile is off-center is mainly because I don't have the projectile position updating properly. So I used to use a projectile position in order to spawn a projectile to a position. And I'm getting away from doing that and just doing that in the spawn system itself, like having an offset that it calculates. So if we go to Power Wave EX, somewhere here, it's probably 2, I guess. Must be 2. And somewhere here, we're going to see a projectile position. Yeah, the spawn object position. So we just want to peek on this and see what is it's offset by 2.8. So let's write that down. Power Wave EX X 2.8. And so what we can do here, because this really doesn't do anything anymore, we can go into the spawn profile that I made and let's see, where are we? I guess they'd be right here, right? Power Wave EX spawn. Yeah, that's the only one. Okay. And so here where we've got object position offset local, I'm going to do 2.8. And it should look okay now. Yep, there we go. See now how it's in the right spot? There. So that fixed that. Mike is getting quiet again? No. Maybe it's like dying for real. Hold on. Okay, I've refreshed it. Does it sound better now? Hey Wendy, what's up? But yeah, you can see now it works. Yep, it looks like it's working alright. Good now? Okay, good. Yeah, well, this one's still gonna be broken. But we'll get to that one in a second. It's got the same animation as this, but it does have different hitboxes, so it's its own projectile. So we'll get there. We'll get there. And I think this is the last special version projectile before we get to supers. Because this one's also broken, and so is the full power one. So, we'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, it looks like the shockwaves are in the right place at least. The ones where he hits his hand to the ground. You see a little shockwave come out? Those ones look like they're okay. So, are they flickering me? Maybe they are and I'm just like not seeing it. Oh yeah, they're flickering. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Practical application of Power Wave would be if you wanted to like mega confirm something, because it is plus on hit and block, so you can make something safe with it, definitely. So let's say I think this should work. Yeah, so if he's blocking, yeah, it makes it completely safe. Now you can kind of, it's a little safe with this if that Power Wave hits, but there is a gap between it that they could exploit. So if he did something else, if he did an EX Shoryu, that could probably go through that and get you. But with the EX Power Wave, it is completely safe. And in fact, you're actually plus. So you can kind of think about your next move there. In the corner. Hold on. Let's see. Wow, there's actually a gap there. That's funny. So I have to do the whole thing. I could just do this. But in the corner, it's completely safe on block, and it should be plus. If I can get it to work. Maybe the frame data changed. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe the frame data changed. I'll have to look at that. It used to be plus on block. Enough to get like a jab, I think, in. Anyway, you can definitely get a jab after hit, though. Ah! It's so hard, though. It's so hard because you gotta time it right. Something popped in my mind. How does frame data work? Essentially, whether or not you can link another move after another move depends on whether or not they can recover in time before the second move hits, right? Like, that's the basics of a combo. Otherwise, they can block it. So not all moves will be able to link into other moves. But some of them, especially with cancels, because it interrupts the animation, allows you to do that. But not all of them work because they're too slow, right? And that's the basic idea of it. So your frame data is how plus or minus you are on a certain move. So like this one, you can't link anything after it hits. Like there's nothing you can do. You're just so minus, it doesn't matter. You could pull out pretty much anything and it won't. Oh, that one will work. Yeah, I would say this specific move is not actually minus, but the fact that you're so far away means you can't really get anything. Well, but this one's a cancel, right? So maybe it is still minus. Might be like +2 or something. But the point is, unless you cancel something, you're not going to be able to hit after it. And you can see the value here. I'm gonna have to freeze frame it here. Oh, no, I don't need to pause. I don't want this. This value up here is your hit stop, and this is your hit stun. So when hit stop is over, hit stun starts counting down, and we hit again for 22 frames of hit stun. And okay, Terry yeah, it is +2. Terry started walking 1 frame ago. You see, he's on frame 1 of 25 of his walking animation, and he's got 1 frame left of hit stun. And now it's 0, and now he's done. So, like, that's kind of how it works. For moves that leave you, like, super plus, you can get another move in. So if we do, like, a jab here, you'll notice it goes down. He's got, he goes to frame 13, 10. He's 3 frames away from being able to do another move. But Ryu's got 9 frames of stun left. So right now, Terry can do another move. So I'm going to do a light kick. I'm going to hold down the light kick button. He's got 6 frames left of hit stun. Terry's now doing his light kick. 3, 2, 1. And he hits just before it counts down. So Ryu was still in his hit stun counter. He still had hit stun time on him. And he was unable to defend the next attack. And for this one, Terry is technically +2, I think. But there's no attack that can both reach and hit in time in 2 frames. Terry's fastest attack is 4 frames. So that's kind of how it works. Well, no, actually the animation, and I thought that too when I first started, you don't need to change the animation. You don't have to manipulate the animation in any way. You don't have to make it longer or whatever. All you have to do is to make the other fighter, the one that gets hit, stunned for different amounts of time. So a move that has negative frames would mean that Ryu would come out of hit stun before the other character. Yeah, so you just manipulate how long the opponent is stuck, and that gives you your plus or minus frames. You don't need to do anything with the animation itself. Now, the animations do pause during hit stop, but that's not really... I mean, it's related to hit stun, but it doesn't really affect it necessarily. You don't have to have hit stop in a game to have hit stun. So hit stun's kind of its own thing. So if I want the move to just be more plus on hit, all I have to do is just add more hit stun frames to Ryu. So that I just add more to his counter, so that it doesn't complete as fast. So this is what, like 22? Yeah. So if I want it to be even more plus, I would say I just want it, maybe I want it to be 25 or 26 instead of 22, and then Terry will be able to take action that many frames sooner. That's basically how it works. And the other thing to consider is about like cancel moves. So this will go through the whole animation if I don't cancel it. But if I do cancel it, notice how he snaps from one to the other. And I'll show that in slow-mo. So he's hitting here, and then I'm going to input the down, down, forward, forward, and then punch. And once he's out of hit stop, he'll do the power wave. See, and he just snaps right out of it. There's no transition, he just gets right out of it, and then starts doing power wave. So that's where, like, if you let the move complete and then do a power wave, it doesn't work. But if you do a cancel here, and then we input power wave, you'll notice he'll go from that punch and snap right to power wave. And that saves all the time of recovery on that move that you can buffer in for the new move coming out. As Ryu stayed at the hit stun that he was going to take anyway. You can specify the frame that canceling has to happen on. I usually do it as the frame that it hits on, but it doesn't have to. In fact, Ryu has moves that don't do that necessarily. They cancel on later frames. So Kakufubatsu right now, it doesn't cancel on hit, it cancels after the hit takes place. Like that. It's not too much far after hit, but it is after hit. A good example is the is Teshin here, where I can only run cancel after the opponent has been knocked up into the air. That's Teshin. So this is Ishin, and this is Teshin. You can only use it after Ishin. So it's been in there for a while, but it hasn't acted like that before in the past. So this is the way that it's acting now is new. Oh, that didn't work out. Hold on. The input read looks faster than it does because it's kind of like zoomed in, because we don't have a lot of resolution. But like if you do like a full 360, that's what it looks like. It looks fast, but it's not really. So I can't use Hadokens because, yeah, I was gonna say the Hadoken's actually another delayed cancel, where it doesn't cancel on hit. It will cancel later. So, and a good way to see that is, so if I do a Hadouken here, and the first frame it comes out, I'm going to also do a max cancel. The first frame it comes out, it doesn't max cancel. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There, it's 7 frames after activation that it max cancels. But I dictate that through animation. So those are things that I set in the animator. Because they can be an empty cancel where you don't actually have to have hit anything for this one to come out. Which is a special case, that's not true for all of them. But I believe it's this here. Yeah. Here's the cancel window and the properties that I associated it with it. But that's on frame 16 where frame 11 is where the move actually comes out. Yeah, and then you got so many frames. Then 16, it applies the cancel window, which might take place on the next frame. I don't remember exactly at this point, but that's how it works. So that's how you can cancel those. But that's also where the cancel for the super is. If I open that up, see, it allows your power max activation, but it also oh, Ishin is in there too. And here, supers are up here. So really that's any time? Oh, that's because it's not hit or block. Yeah, okay. But then the specific window time here is set to time, and it's 4 frames. Where the power max and Ishin usages are 6 frames after. So I can use Ishin after the specials like you've seen. Just like Street Fighter V. Oh, that's broken. How come that didn't work? Is it too slow? Oh, you know what? Because I changed the timing of these, I think. It's probably too slow now to hit. That's funny. Well, hold on. Alright, you know what that means. We've got to get our bug tracker out. I finally made the bug tracker. Let's add it to the list. Ishin does not connect after canceling from Jodan moves. Priority is pretty high on that one, and it's a gameplay bug, and we discovered it today. There we go. All right, we tracked the bug. Remember, the list always gets longer. Oh yeah, it worked there. But it doesn't on white. That's funny. Yep, more bugs. Ooh. Oof, 20 hits. Ah, I messed it up. Well, you get the idea. Ah, I messed it up. Oh, 24 hits. Let's go. Alright, the Ishin is pretty fun, though. I have to say, the Ishin, or Teshin, rather. The new way that it works is pretty fun. How much damage did it do? I'm not really sure, because the damage is broken right now on top. Every hit just, like, instantly kills right now. I'm not really sure what's up with that yet. But it's related to the changes I've been making for rollback, so you'd be surprised how much rollback really screws with your game to implement it after the fact. So Oh, I didn't have any. Okay. We can turn. Now it's funny because the attack info damage does show properly. I don't know why the life bar is not registering it though. We'll turn that off. Let's see. We did. What did we do? We did this. Yeah, 443. It's about half damage. His characters relatively have about 1,000 damage. Yeah, it's chunky. It's pretty impractical to get that many resources in an actual match, though. You'd both have to have max, you'd have to have a Kaku Fubatsu loaded, which costs 2 bars already. You see, if I activate it normally, and I'm down 2 bars, so... like, it's cool, but... oh, messed it up. But you get the idea. It's fun to lab with, though. Yeah, I'm screwing it up, but you get the idea. Let's see. Nope, too high. Too high. You gotta get really low. You gotta get a grave digger in there. That'll hit. That'll do. Oof, 538 for that one. Let's see. Chat says... man, they put the names in blue, so it's hard to see them sometimes. Lotus Soul. Soul, right? That's how you pronounce it? New viewer here, really nice job on this, man. Super impressed. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, there. That's the timing. But yeah, that's 540. Oh, you know what? This one's not gonna work because... oh yeah, no, it will. I'll get one hit out of it at least. Yeah, I'm missing the oh no, it didn't give me enough well, you know why? I have to do it like this. There. That'll do. That's a legit combo. You can do that one. 564? Yeah, that'll work. I mean, you know, the Hadouken's a little bugged, but you can absolutely pull that off when it's not. The trick there is you just barely get enough meter to make back for the level 3. But you have to get that one, that second Tatsu, you have to get that one in, or you won't have enough meter for it. You'll be just shy. But there you go. Use that one when online goes live. Pull that off on someone day one. They won't know what the hell hit them. But yeah, that's how all that works in terms of canceling. It's just kind of a window of opportunity whenever you tell it to happen. And then it'll exchange one animation for another and it goes on its way. So it's not too complicated when it's laid out like that, but it is kind of a pain to set up all the systems to do that. Since Unity doesn't have a combat system, you have to do that part on your own. Alright. So, let's fix Terry's other move there. Yeah, let's switch back to Terry. Terry versus Terry, whatever. Oh no, this is on the bug stage. Where all the snow's screwed up. I tried to fix this snow for like a half hour and I still haven't figured out how to do it. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's all messed up. So, okay, so we want to fix... Oh, not that. We want to fix this move. You see, the projectile doesn't come out right. So two things. One, it's not hooked up to the new system. And then two, it needs to be positioned properly. That'll actually be the easier of the two. So let's start with that. We go in the animation, and I think it's just Power Wave EX. I don't think I actually called it high angle. Or maybe I did. Power Wave. Or I'm sorry, not EX, not Power Wave EX, Power Dunk EX. Yeah, I don't see a Dunk EX, so it's probably under high angle. Yep, right here. High angle geyser, part 2 landing. And now we've got 2 points here. Projectile offset is 3.5 and the point offset is 4. Not really sure which one it's using, but we can play around with it and we'll see which one works better. So let's see, high angle, X of 3.5 or 4.0. Let's write myself a note. Then we'll go to high angle spawn. Okay, and so for the offset, let's try 3.5 and see if that looks okay. Now it still will be stuck in time, but yeah, that looks about right. I think that's the correct value there, the 3.5. So now let's go and fix it, put it back onto time here. Go to the pool, we'll find the prefab. Yeah, it's this one. And we'll enable it in the new system. Oh, it's having a fit about something. Hold on. Is it flipping out like last time? Oh no, that's okay. There we go. Okay, it's happy now. Move this up to the top. Now the order here doesn't particularly matter, but it's just an organizational thing. So that should be enough to make it work. We'll find out. Oh, I need meter. There we go. Hey, there we go. Look at that. Oh, hold on. I messed it up. I was supposed to do the upper. There. You can do that. Oh, I canceled it before he even hit. Oh, it went off screen. That was weird. Hold on. Wonder what happened there. Let's take a look at the hitboxes. Huh, I wonder why that went out of bounds there for that frame. Let's see, what does the animation say here? Let's see, we need to open hit system controller to get the frame box data, or the frame data, and we need to go to high angle geyser part 2 landing. Oh, it can't pick up any boxes because they're not in the animation. It's a continuation of an animation, so it won't pick up the boxes, but that's okay. We'll just lock this inspector and unlock this one, and we'll just go to our project file and load the hitboxes normally. So high angle guys are right here. And if I go back here, yeah, now they've loaded. That's how I set it up. The last box that I click on, the last hitbox data that I've clicked on, will get loaded if there's not one in the animation itself being set. So let's take a look. I don't think the position actually changes at all during the animation here. So I'm actually going to get rid of that. And let me get them reset in the middle here. Here, okay. Yeah, I mean, that box looks alright. I'm a little surprised that thing went through them, though. I'm not really sure. What I might do, because they're not falling super quick here, I might delay the projectile. Is this it? No, that's the cancel window. This must be the projectile. Yeah. Yeah, let's pull up that. Yeah, here's the projectile. And while we're here, let me change this one actually. This should be spawn pulled object, not to ground. Oh yeah. Wait, no, that's projectile. Hold on. Spawn, spawn, spawn. S is for spawn. Spawn pulled object to ground. Spawned asset. Spawn. No. Push block. Where's the one I'm looking for? Hold on. Tablet's in the way. It's making it hard to see. Launch bounce. Ground bounce. I wonder what I called it now. I know I changed the name of it. Spawn armor max. Oh, there's so many things. Set current speed. Spawn power stream. Power dunk. The hat. Spawn object from preset. Holy crap, it's all the way down there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Jeez. There we go. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually just move these couple frames out. So 1, 2 frames. Let's see how that works. That looks like it should work out a little better. Yeah, I think that'll work better. Yeah. Yeah, I see what it is, where they get bounced up so high. It looks like the, could even do it another frame out. They get bounced up so high when you get juggled that Terry gets into the corner a little more, and it kind of pushes it a little out there. But now that I've delayed it, it gives a chance for the other character to get in the corner first to push Terry out of it so that it'll hit properly. Yeah, that should work. Oh, missed it. Ah, missed it again. I'm trying to get the diagonal, but I keep getting the down. It's hard to do in the heat of the moment. No. Keep screwing it up. Oh. Well, that one worked anyway. But yeah, you get the idea. You can't juggle off of this when they're in the air, but you can do it with the uppercut. So that one will hit after here, but you can't get that after. You gotta get the uppercut. So that one fixed that one. And the reason it may have worked before fine is because I changed the way that the landing happens in these moves. So what I think was happening is he was landing quicker than he had been previously in other versions, because I redid the falling code for him. And that's fine, you just gotta adjust around it, or you can just tweak the jump to be more like the original. But I think it looks good the way it is, so I So you need to change that, but we just delayed when the projectile comes out. So no biggie. Yeah, I keep throwing it up. There it is. That's what I want. That's a little tough to learn. Because you've got to do it while you're doing the power dunk motion. So the timing's a little inconsistent. Seriously, man, this should be in them live tournament events. But for Street Fighter, well, it's unofficial, so, you know, it is what it is. But hey, if you guys want to run a tournament on your own, it's completely possible. You just do your own little for fun tournament on the side. It's unofficial, but still cool. Oh, another change I made, and I know it's not this way in the official King of Fighters games, but it really bugs me that it's not, where that move's not an overhead, apparently, even though it's a special that goes in the air, apparently does not cause an overhead hit, but, I thought it should be, so there you go, it's an overhead now, you have to stand to block it. I mean, it's a little impractical to use as an overhead, but you can still do it now. And this one I don't think heavy even hits the ground because it's too high up. Yeah, so it would be only good for the light. So if you did this, oh, not even that far. You know, technically that could be overhead. So excuse me. It would take a lot to make a Mugen, to actually make Unity accept Mugen characters would take a lot of work. And it's definitely not something that I'm interested in doing, because I'm doing my own thing. But it would take a lot of work. Now this is another one that you could potentially argue should be an overhead, but it's so fast that I'm not making this an overhead. But I think power dunk makes sense because there's a delay between the attacks. Like, you can see it coming, you know, there's so much delay on it, startup delay, before it actually hits the overhead. You can defend against that. I don't think there's any surprise, you know, when someone, you know, they do that. Like, there's no surprise. Hold on. Oh no. There's no surprise with that. Like, you can see it coming, you know what I mean? You could roll under it, you could just block it, you could jump it and probably get around it. So I think it makes sense to have this being an overhead. Otherwise, I'm not sure, like on the ground, there's like no nuance to it. And it just looks like an overhead. Chun-Li's gonna have a special that's an overhead, so why isn't this an overhead? You know what I mean? So I think it makes sense. Moves should be intuitive when necessary. It should look like it does when it does. Yeah, and that's honestly was most of the impetus for the change. It looks like it's an overhead, so why isn't it? You know, there's no reason for it not to be, even at close range. Which that's the other thing. I want to make it so that it doesn't. Maybe if you're ducking, it can go over your head. But even when you're standing, it won't, it'll still go over your head. I want to make it so it doesn't do that. I want it to stay same side. But yeah, like, right? Yeah, there's no ambiguity in it now. Oh no, if I entered the CPT, I would get completely wrecked. Make no mistake about that. I am not a good player by any means. I may understand some of the rules of the game, but that doesn't mean that I can execute on those rules, you know what I mean? But oh, the other thing is, and it's not like I'm putting Rock Howard in the game, but in Gorilla Mark of the Wolves, Rock Howard's power dunk is an overhead. You see what I mean? It's so weird. Why isn't Terry's? Yeah, in Gorilla, and I'm pretty sure in CVS2 as well, his power dunk is an overhead. So, like, it's weird, right? Why wouldn't Terry's be an overhead? So I said, screw it. It's an overhead now. It's fine. And I'm thinking about doing that for Iori's move too, the one that he goes overhead with. Let's see. Oh wait, no, Iori was in the list. Hold on. Iori was in the list. So his... Oh yeah, we started shooting him. Where's that attack? The one where he jumps up in the air and comes down? Where is it? Maybe I didn't sequence it yet. Huh. Those are supers. Where is... There's his command grab. Where's the one where he jumps in the air and comes down? Maybe I didn't put it in the sheet yet. But he has a move where he jumps up and comes down. Yeah. Let's go... Oh yeah, I guess I must not have transferred all of it yet. Or it was used in a different attack. Well, whatever the case is, it'll be in this sheet somewhere here. I think it's probably near the bottom. Yeah, here. Where he jumps up and then he slashes down. Like, it's not the complete animation because he uses frames elsewhere in the sheet here, but you remember that one? Why isn't that an overhead? It's not very quick. And with all the instant overhead hops and shit in KOF, like, why isn't this one an overhead? It's so strange. I don't really understand why that's the case. So this, I'm probably going to make an overhead when we get to Iori, because he's next. It's just little weird things like that. It's like, maybe for certain balance reasons, they didn't make it an overhead, but it's just weird, right? And yet Rock Howard's power dunk is an overhead, but Terry's isn't? It's like, what? Yeah, I don't know. It's strange. Oh, the other issue now, I also changed the animation on these so they're a bit snappier, but especially the heavy one looks a lot better now. But one of the side effects of that was that combo works now, which it's not supposed to. For the most part, in the design, I want you to go into power charge to get a confirmed one. So the light still works the way that I expected it to. So that if you cancel the first hit of Heavy Punch, you'll get it, but you can't do it on the second one. Oh yeah, and then there's that issue. The ambiguous, let's say, I think it's, yeah, the ambiguous, whenever, if you cancel it at a certain time and you can cross them up with the thing, yeah, that shouldn't happen. There should not be a cross up thing here. Like, it's ridiculous. Where was it? Did I have to do the uppercut? Yeah, I think that was it. Well, he's not getting over now. Let's see. Well, whatever. It's a certain timing that you have to have with it. And then you can... Yeah, see, that one didn't... It just cleared them, but it didn't hit in front. And you can get, like, a cross-up hit with it. It's stupid. But that's gotta change. In fact, we can probably fix that right now. So the issue is that the orange... Or, I'm sorry, the purple box here. Make it a little easier to see. the purple box on the inside, that's what pushes the characters away from each other. And that's the problem here. And then you notice that he can clear the character. See, he's over him because this box is not low enough. So that box just has to get lower, essentially. And the way to do that is actually quite easy. So if we go to... Well, first let's pull up the animation. So power dunk. Power dunk. No land. Light.
Power dunk!
Yeah. I don't have Terry's masterful cadence, you see. It's a fine art which I will not be able to replicate.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Hey, look at me. Are you okay?
I am fine. Love you.
Love you.
Yeah, so if we extend this down, I don't know, probably 7 pixels or so.
Don't switch your chair, Daddy. The boys are under
Oh,
you.
I know. I always look before I do. They don't know any better yet. Ninja Boy says, Ruby, I missed you.
I miss you too, Internet son. Hey.
What's he doing?
He's calling the cat.
No. Get out of there.
It was Cal.
Yeah, they probably feel the heat from the computer. What? What? I'll get it later.
I know.
Okay. Hello, cow. Now, you won't make any noise. The cats don't make any noise like the chickens do on stream. So you won't even know they're here. If I didn't tell you they were here. No, you can't go on the soundboard. Get off. They're getting that age where they're crawling on everything. Yeah, so let's move. Let me get the animation in its highest point here, which I guess is this. And then we'll go to the file, power dunk light, and let's adjust it. So in air, body space air, that's this one. So let's increase the height. Oh, I'm sorry, not the height. Well, we'll have to increase the height too. Let's just remember that this is level with the pink box here. And the pink box keeps them away from the side of the screen. That's what that one's for. But let's drop it down so that it will connect with whoever's under. And then readjust the height all the way back to the top. That should work. And now he shouldn't be able to get over. Yeah, there we go. Now, it means he probably can get under, yeah, a crouching opponent, but that's okay. Because he's not going to be able to do much there. Oh no! Oh no, are you serious? Oh, that's super fucked. Oh, that's super. What the fuck kind of cross up is that? Oh no. But visually he really looks like he should be going over him. Alright, let's see. What's it look like without the box? Yeah, he really looks like he should be sailing over him. Well, that might be a problem. Huh. Well, crouching's gonna be an issue. Man, I don't know. Oh, you know what actually would be a good way to fix this? Part of the problem is because he gets knocked back a lot on block on the first hit. If we reduce the amount that he gets hit, or that he gets pushed back with on block, that might help. So here, pushback, we're going to say pushback is different on block, and we're going to say it's just 1 instead of 3. There, and that practically guarantees that he's going to go over. I'm also going to reduce the block advantage. Wait, how much? What's the hit stun on this supposed to be? Oh, because the recovery is 30? Yeah. Let's make this like -15 instead. I'll give him ample time to get out of it. Oh, that's right. He can't be hit with that while he's crouching. Excuse me. When's Iori? Iori's next. After online mode, Iori's next. I think we could probably make it like 1.5. Because it looks visually stunted now, but that's alright. Yeah, that looks alright. We gotta make sure it works at all ranges, though. Oh, nope. Nope. That's not good. That's not right. There's two ways we can address that. We can make the active frames less in the beginning, which, because they look pretty high. One, two, three, four. Or, wait. 1, 2, 3. Really? It's only 3? It must be this one here. Oh, well, yeah, that happens sometimes. Hold on, we gotta edit this while it's not live. So let's go to Terry's animations, and this is Power Dunk L No Land. Power Dunk L No Land. Yeah. Now we can edit it without it blanking out. Oh no, it did anyway? Oh no, what? Hang on. Can I just copy it into place and then delete that? And no, it deletes the whole thing. Man, there's some animation glitches in the later version of Unity that get on my nerves, but I mean, this should technically work though. Here, let's go back to... Oh, I'm not selecting the hitboxes anymore. So... Oh, it's Power Dunk? Yeah. Dunk L. Okay. Alright, it's looking alright now. It looks alright now. Yeah, I think it's alright. Yeah, we were having a discussion about how not make the Iori too insane for Pocket Fighter EX. Yeah, there is definitely a possibility for Iori to be like way too OP if he's not handled correctly. Iori's a very powerful character, even in his own series. So you have to handle that with a lot of grace. I mean, not having Hop's -- helps, but still, he's still got every tool he needs for almost any situation. He's got command grabs, he's got overheads, he's got everything, man. He's got fireball, he's got DP, like, Iori is not lacking for anything. So if I'm not careful, he will show up the other characters. Or it could be a case where the other characters would have to get beefed up to meet Iori's standards. And we won't know until we put them in, though. So it's a little tough. Let's see. Chat saying I was imagining when arcade mode is finished and you add the God Cyber Shiniguma final pause with hair highlights and different sprites on both sides going to be glorious. Yeah, well, I don't know about that. That's a little out of scope. I could absolutely do a two-sided character though. That's not too hard. We've actually gone over how to do that before. There's a video on the YouTube channel, Game Dev Scrubs, that talks about asymmetrical sprite animations. Check that out, and that explains how that can actually be done in a game like this. Let's see, what else? Yeah, to make Iori really something special, just don't remake the elder versions of classic Iori. Not sure exactly what you mean, but I mean, classic Iori there's nothing wrong with classic Iori, and that's definitely going to be the base of thought for the character. I don't see how you could get around ignoring Iori's past. Like Iori is a good character. He's got good design. I don't know why you wouldn't want to reference his past self. I mean, for the most part, their whole redesign of Flameless Iori, I mean, whether you like it or not, they went back to Flame Iori. They went back to the classic iteration of him. I mean, I think that's for a reason. You just can't mess with Iori. He's just got that formula. Especially now, like you can't mix him up. You can't just make him like wildly different for no reason. Number one, the fans probably won't have it. And number two, he's got a great design. Like, why would you want to screw with it? You know, take it as a base template and you know, tweak it here or there, but I don't see any reason to radically alter Iori in any meaningful way. So, yeah, I think this works out. Yeah, 13 did for war reasons. I don't know if they thought maybe he was getting stale too, because they keep reinventing Kyo, right? So maybe they thought that they could do it to Iori, because Iori's been pretty much untouched for a long time. Oh yeah, no, Flame Iori was still in 13. Iori with the yeah, he was like an EX character, but he wasn't in 12, which was the first game that had him, as far as I'm aware. And then they kind of just went back to not having Flameless Iori anyway. Now, he kept some of the effects, like the claw effects and stuff, which were cool. And they always seem to like change a super here and there, but for the most part, like 14 Iori is just Flame Iori. There's not much of a difference there. Let's see. I wanted to also adjust, yeah, because I said that attack connected too much. So I want to adjust the heavy version, the power dunk heavy, no land, and that one two things I'm going to do here. I think I'm going to move the active box backward just a little bit, maybe like 1 or 2 pixels. And I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's active for 4 frames. Yeah, I'm gonna make that 2 frame active. So that's this one. Please don't disappear on me. It does. Okay. What a pain. Let's go. Power dunk H. No land. Does it here too? Okay. Okay. 1, 2. We'll knock it back 2. I'm just copying the empty hitbox. there. But if I delete this key, it just like kills the whole thing. I don't know why. Unity's weird sometimes. That's fine. I mean, it doesn't hurt anything necessarily right now. So, let's see. And then in the hit boxes, we want Power Dunk H. Well, first let's see what effect that's had. Yeah, you can still do it. Okay. Yeah, we need to move that back. So here, let me I gotta do this in slow-mo. So heavy punch, 1, 2, down forward, heavy punch, and then forward, down, down, forward, heavy kick. And let's see on optimal timing. Slow down to the max. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Well, we just adjusted that. How come it didn't? Maybe I adjusted the wrong box. I think I adjusted the wrong box. So, undo. Is it this one? I bet it's this one then. I guess it'll freak out if I try to do that. So 1, 2. I adjusted the wrong box. That's all. There we go. It's back to normal. And it has parity with the other one. Okay, so we didn't have to decrease the hitbox. And that's good because it was already pretty small. But we could have done that if we wanted to. Because see, this move doesn't push them back very far. And that's by design. So that you can get combos like that. Or like that. And that. It's also because in Pocket Fighter EX, when you hit a projectile really close, it has more hit stun. So you can do bigger combos off of them. If you were to do that from a distance, see, they block it before you can even get to them. It does more hit stun when you're right next to them. When it hits one in the first 2 frames of the projectile's lifespan. There. Oof. Yeah. That one probably hits pretty hard. But you saw the stun meter was at half. So, it was no joke. But yeah, see, when you hit it far away, you don't get the same advantage. But when you hit it close, you can do all sorts of crazy shit. And that was to make these a little more combo friendly. So, like, especially when Ryu ends with a Hadouken, like, you want that to be able to convert into something when you do a max cancel. So that's where that idea was born from. Because when the hit stun wasn't high, you couldn't get a like, if you max canceled from Ryu's Hadouken and then tried to do a solar plexus, you couldn't do it because the hit stun was too low. So at a distance you can't do it still, but when you're right up close, it gives you enough frame advantage to do the solar plexus. And that was really the thing that got me to think about doing that. Of course, you still need good timing to capitalize on it. So, it is what it is. I think it's a neat little mechanic. I've tried, it's something that's hard to make clear that it's actually happening. I don't know if there's any way that I can visually denote it, but I have written it down in the wiki at least, so hopefully people will figure it out. Or they may just try it and it works and they don't notice that it doesn't work at range, so, you know, it could be one of those, like, hidden tweaks that it just works. It's not necessarily something that's, you know, visually or audibly noted, but it does work. Now there is one little hint though, visually, that there is more screen shake when you hit in the first 2 frames than when you hit later on in the Hadoken. So there is something there, but I don't think anybody will ever notice that that's actually the case. But it will be clearly noted in the wiki at least. Which, yeah, we do have a wiki, by the way. It's not completely filled out because the game's still in development, but Flatfire EX wiki. There it is. If they didn't shut it down again. They actually tried to shut it down because, like, we didn't have a lot of information on there, and it doesn't get updated that regularly because, you know, development is slow. But yeah, it just works. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping is the case, that people just don't think about it, and it just works, and it's just considered part of the frame advantage, and nobody like really notices too much about it. But damn, there's a lot of ads on here. But yeah, look, so we've got all the characters, and when you click on them, it'll tell you all the moves that they have, and it gives you a little description of what it is. It might give you like a little hint of what it's good. Like here, Crack Shoot H. Actually, I should note that the light version will hit crouching opponents, but here, the heavy version hits behind the head to help defense against cross-ups. I put a lot of like little tips in here, so if you just go to, I don't know, fandom.com and search Pocket Fighter EX, or just type in Pocket Fighter EX wiki in Google and you'll find it. And then, so like Power Charge tells you all the things that it can cancel into. You know, I mean, it's not super comprehensive, but for the amount of time that I spent with it, it's not too bad. I think it's kind of cool. And then it just talks about his development, and I just kind of wrote a little blurb about how I felt about it and that kind of stuff. So there's some good information though on here. Now this information I think is based on the previous version, so I don't know. I'll have to update it for the new version. But yeah, some characters are, like, they've got profiles, but they're under development, so there's no information about it yet. But these are at least the confirmed characters here. Damn it, these damn ads keep popping up and moving me around. Get out of here. That's why ad block was invented. Look at this. So there's some good information. There's development information. I talked a little bit about the development process, why I started the project, that kind of stuff. I think there's a couple other pages, but I'm not sure where they are exactly. Characters, development, gameplay. Oh yeah, battle system. So I've got some idea of like what guard fatigue is, EX attacks, how to use them, the fact that these attacks vary but are often utilized for combo extension and opening up the opponent's defenses in specific ways. You know, so you get some idea of what these things are supposed to be doing, what Power Max does. I get this question a lot, what does Power Max do? Well, it's right here. You know, damage increase, unlocks a special ability, move, or attribute. You know, things like that. Power Max cancel, how do you use it, what it's good for. So it's all here. If you want to know the specifics, it's here. And if there's anything here that you want to see, you know, let me know. By far, it's not the most comprehensive guide yet, but I'll have to start filling it out a lot. You know, when the official launch of the online goes out, we'll have to really beef this up and get everything. Wow, that's a really egregious ad. That is terrible. What the fuck? Can I not look at this site on stream? Am I gonna get hit with some, like, violation? Jesus. Alright, let's get that out of there. Dude, use ad block if you go to it. Holy shit. I didn't think it was that bad without it on. Well, it is what it is. Oh my god. Maybe we have to move the wiki now. That was a bad ad. Holy shit. Oh, I missed that one. is you can, off this, if you time it right. This one's tough to do. There, you can do that. Which is pretty cool, but you have to be near a corner for it to work. Because if you use this out in the middle of nowhere, it don't reach. Does Terry's close C push back too much? No, I don't think so. You can cancel out of it. You can do all your specials from it. A lot of the moves in Pocket Fighter EX push back more than recent games might do. Like back in the day, there used to be a lot of pushback on moves. Like the alpha games, man, and Third Strike, you go flying when you get hit. I know people aren't used to it anymore. What? What do you want? What? Cat's clawing her way up the. You just want to sit here. Yeah, you're purring now. You just want to sit up here with me, don't you? But you're not going to, because you're going to start crawling on my desk. Yep, and you're crawling on the stream computer. You can't do that. What do you want? Oh. Did you just give me a sigh? You just gave me a sigh. I'm sorry, you have to go back down. I'm sorry. Poor cat. I hate, like, ignoring it, but... yeah, like... Yeah, that's true, like, the size difference of the characters matters too, but... Yeah, like... Stuff pushes you back pretty far. Like that? And, hey, get out of there. Get. And use the canned air on them. They don't like the noise. It sounds like hissing, I think. And they scramble when they hear that. Like, don't actually, like, get them with it, because I think there's chemicals in the air. Like, don't actually, like, hit them with the blast, but if you get that noise from the canned air around them, like, they freak out. They just go, they scatter. I don't know what it is. Yeah, poor kitty. Sigh, always ignored. He actually, I was holding him, I'm looking at him, he actually gave me a sigh. I'm like, are you for serious right now? But yeah, I'm following the idea of the old games where the pushback was high. So a lot of the moves are actually like plus, but the pushback's higher. And that's how you prevent, you know, like, not necessarily infinites, but it could be an infinite situation if you're not careful with it. So this is plus 2, but there's not much you can do about following it up unless you cancel. And this one's actually, I think, this might actually be negative on hit, but it's meant exclusively for canceling. Hey, what's up? We got the full house here today. Awesome job with the game. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. We got a Facebook comment this time. I was beginning to think nobody watches on Facebook. I haven't seen anybody in Facebook send a message in a while. But yeah, so I've gone the path of high knockback, but like everything's like really plus. And so that achieves two things. One, it feels more like the old games, more like Street Fighter Alpha, which is good in my opinion. More like, not necessarily like the same game feel as Third Strike, but it's close. Like doing light combos in Third Strike are usually, you know, you can get maybe 3 hits at best. Or like the old games, like KOF, you can get like 6 jabs stringed together. But this is more or less like Third Strike. You know, you can get 2, 3 if you're lucky, if you use the right moves. But you're not going to get like 5 jabs in a string. Oh yeah, I stream on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch. And it's also on Twitter, but like nobody views it on Twitter. But what it does is it creates a tweet with the video. as a recording, so anybody can watch it later if they really want to. Which, it's convenient. I don't think many people use it, but it's convenient. So if anybody wants it or wants to share it or whatever, it's there. You know, it's not good Twitter video. Good Twitter video is 30 seconds, and it's jangling keys and it's an ADHD trap. So definitely not good Twitter bait, but you know, it's there if anybody wants it. But that's the philosophy behind the normals here. High knockback, pretty good damage, and it plays more like the old games. Old Street Fighter games, I guess I should say. Old KOF games, you could string, like I said, you string like 6-7 chabs into one if you're in the right situation, but that's not really the case here. But here, the other function it serves is the fact that because of the knockback, I can make things plus without having to worry about too many things connecting. Like this won't connect because the frame data won't let you connect it. But this could have if you were close enough. But I don't have to worry about it because the knockback makes that link not work. So it's also part of the balance in a way. And when you're close, by the way, if you block it, you don't get knocked back because that's a punish situation for the other character. Sometimes I play SNK versus Capcom for the Neo Geo Pocket. Hey, me too, right? I mean, obviously. I still play that game on every time we go in the car and I'm not driving. I have the Neo Geo Pocket Color with me. You kidding? I don't leave home without it. It's always coming with me. Hey, you know, I finally unlocked the last character. It's been like 8 years of having that game, and I finally unlocked the last character. How about that? Isn't that interesting? I haven't unlocked all the supers yet, but I locked all the characters. It was so slow to unlock characters in that game. It's ridiculous. Is there anywhere you can buy one anymore? You have to get them secondhand. They're probably on eBay. Let's see how much they are. Let's see. eBay.com. Neo Geo Pocket Color. No, I don't want to sign in. No, damn it. That didn't go. Neo Geo Pocket Color. Alright, I'm assuming the eBay should be safe to show on stream here. You get the Sonic bundle, they're probably going to be pretty expensive though. This is just a mod kit. It's $50. So this one comes with Sonic. That's 135 plus 6 shipping. So let's say 140. What is this? Neo Geo Pocket Games, pick your own, $14 to $238? I don't even want to know about that. Okay, here. Pre-owned system. Yeah, they're expensive. $150. Hey, wait, no, this one comes with a game. This one's $50. Oh, it's on bids though. Never mind. This one's, I don't think this is a buy now. No, it's not a buy now. Never mind. It's not a buy now. Reshelled? Is this the whole system? 120, buy it now. Yeah, I think it must be the whole system. They did a different shell on it. I don't know, it looks like it's not official. Like the console is official, but they replaced the outside shell. Maybe it was damaged and they had a replacement put in. Which is okay, I mean it should still work alright. I would assume that that's alright. Yeah, reshelled a new case. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it would be okay, but yeah, it's pricey. It's pricey. They're antiques. Yeah, they kind of are at this point, right? So this one Comes with King of Fighters R2, 179. That's the other thing, the games are not all that cheap. So, I mean, if you want to play the Neo Geo Pocket games, then you can get the Neo Geo Pocket Collection. That's out on Switch. So, let's see. Neo Geo Pocket Selection, SNK. Well, let's see. Yeah, here you go. So, the Volume 1 has all these games in it. You get Gal Fighters, Samurai Showdown 2. These are all the colored ones. Samurai Showdown 1 was a black and white game. I don't think they're including those ones. Oh, excuse me. Blast Blade, Fatal Fury. There's the SNK vs. Capcom match in the Millennium. And then you got the 2 Metal Slugs. Dark Arms, I think, is some kind of action RPG. And then you got the golf game, which is pretty good. Hey, you know, for all these games, 40 is not too bad, considering that it would, you know, to actually play them otherwise would be a hassle to get all of them. That's not too bad. That's, what, 10 games? That'll keep you busy for a while. The only thing I'm surprised that they haven't ported it to, like, PS4 or any other console, or even Steam for that matter, but it works good enough. I mean, it's emulation, but it's good emulation. There's nothing wrong with it. There's no online though. So, I think it's a good collection. I have it, sort of. I ordered the physical edition, but it hasn't come yet, so who knows. I'm not sure when they're shipping out, but I mean, I bought Match in the Millennium in R2 as single games on the Switch. You can buy these in single format, but I wouldn't bother. I'd just buy the collection. You can buy them single. I bought those 2 in single, but I figured I might as well just get the collection. I mean, I am the Neo Geo Pocket guy, right? I mean, that's kind of my thing now, so of course I got it. Oh, here's the official site. That's the Switch site. Here's the official site. Excuse me. I think the physical edition came through... Oh, there it is, yeah. Came through limited edition? Limited run games? I forget now, it's been a while. But yeah, see? It's good stuff. I don't know if I'm trying to scroll it, but it keeps snapping back. Well, whatever, you see it. It's fine. Oh, it's the same images over and over. Okay. That's fine. But yeah. So, I mean, I'd recommend just getting that if you really want to play them. Like, they're fine ports. They're, I think, Code Mystics did. So, yeah, that's good. If you have the actual thing, I mean, they cost a lot. I got mine back when they were still cheap, though. I think I got mine for $50 at a used game store with a game for like $15. So I got Match in the Millennium. It's the only game I have for it. Match in the Millennium. I think it was like 15 or 20. And then I bought the console itself on the same day for 50. So, I mean, it was still a little expensive, but I got all that together. It was the first time I ever saw one in person. I wonder what Match in the Millennium is now. I don't see it listed here. Maybe it's like super... Oh, here it is. Oh, that's with box and everything. It's 130. Yeah, they're not cheap anymore, for sure. I'd like the Sonic game. Apparently that one's good. I'd like that one. I'd like to import the Mega Man game, too. They had Mega Man game on here, but it never came to America. 70 for KOF R2. Yeah. The game's hyping me because of characters? The characters? Well, I appreciate that. Yeah. I will say that I mean, whenever you emulate something, you are going to get input lag. And some of these games were based on delaying or holding button presses and stuff. So some of them feel a little extra laggy when emulated. That would be my only concern with that. Like, if you want to be super purist about it, then you want to go in and like actually get one, but it's expensive, you know. The combo system's so cool. Well, thank you. Oh yeah, I was saying about the high frame advantage. So instead of doing low frame advantage with low knockback, I do high knockback with high frame advantage. And part of the reason for that is the Power Max system. Yeah, there's high knockback on this, but you do get high frame advantage, and it allows you to run up and do stuff. And that's part of the reason that another reason that I chose to do it this way. One, because I like the old games, but see, you can actually run up and do something. And it doesn't even have to be a counter hit. Oh, he's on random guard. I'm like, why is he guarding? But you can actually run up and do something on a hit. So this actually is like +4 or something, I think? Or +3? But they get knocked back so far that, you know, you can't do anything to link off of it. But if you get a Power Max cancel off of it, that you've got a lot of frames to do stuff on. See? You can actually get in there and do stuff. And that was the other reason that I decided to go with and keep the high knockback, high advantage system. I usually watch, so I decided to comment today. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. This looks so badass. Well, thank you. Hey, we're getting lots of people today. How about that? You don't gotta be a stranger. You don't have to work. You can pop up and say something. But yeah, to kind of, I guess, wrap up the discussion of why is there so much knockback on it. Yeah, number one, so it's like the old games when we had high knockback. And number two, to put higher advantage on the moves, so when you cancel, when you Power Max cancel, you can actually do stuff. You know? Something, yeah. Well, you're here all the time. I know you. You're no stranger. So I think all that together makes an interesting game system. I think it's something we haven't had a game like this in a while. Antrazi, thank you for that follow. We haven't had a game like this in a long time that has like high knockback and stuff. Like Street Fighter 4 and 5, like you hit somebody with a kick and they're just like still in your face. It's like a completely different style of combat. Reminds me of the old DBZ Game Boy games. I don't know if I played those. Hey, everybody's coming out now. Hey, welcome everybody. But yeah, I hope that answers the question as to why everything is like higher knockback and stuff. Again, this is not new. Like all the old games did that stuff. The knockback was really high in the old games. Because I'm not sure. I think games like Street Fighter 2 actually didn't have different advantage on hit and block. I think they just denoted safety based on, like, if it was a move that was plus on hit, it would be plus on block too, I think. Or it might have been negative on... Yeah, so a move like Heavy Kick in Street Fighter 2, I think was negative on hit, but only by like a frame or two, or maybe 0. But what made it like really super safe was the fact that it knocked back super far. Like, so some moves were safe on block, but it wasn't necessarily because of the frame advantage itself, but it's because they did knock back so far that you couldn't do anything about it. There was no move that could reach in time. And that was kind of the old way of doing things, and a lot of games don't do that anymore. They make the knockback like really low. I'm assuming the question is which is harder, sprites design or code. I would say that for me, sprites are the hardest thing to do. For each person, it's going to be different. Design is definitely the easiest for me. I find that pretty natural. The programming and sprite work I had to learn though. That stuff doesn't feel very... At this point, it's a little intuitive, but it's still something I gotta work hard at and think about, where I feel like design, I can just kind of come up with that. You know what's going on with the HP going straight to 0? Honestly, I'm not sure. Because here, the attack info actually gives you accurate numbers. Like, that's normal. Like, 120 for that combo, that's about right. You know, I know what some of the attack values are. Like, I know that this one's, wait, 52, that seems low. Wait, whoa, wait, what? Hold on, why was it giving me lower for a minute? Or was he blocking it? No, there wouldn't be that much chip damage. I don't know, it's fine now, I guess. Something must be up. But, like, 70? 65 for a crouching heavy is about normal, what I use. 70 for an uppercut's about right. So I know those values are probably pretty good. But definitely they will kill it will instant kill though in versus mode. So I don't know. I'm not sure what part of the code is going wrong there, but we'll fix it. Games evolve into attack much more than into defense or counter systems. See Marvel 3, you take one weak punch and the infinite combo comes and you die. Well, yeah, Marvel 3 is pretty wild. That's a whole other can of worms. That game's pretty wild. The Marvel games are probably the ones that are closest to the old games in many ways. I'm trying to think of a game that really doesn't... I don't know, I haven't really played Strive, so I couldn't tell you what the knockback is like there and the frame advantage. But definitely Third Strike would be the closest game like that's still played like today to give you an idea of like what it's like. Either Third Strike or Alpha 2. If you play Third Strike or Alpha 2, then you'll understand what I'm going for. Yeah, honestly, I think it's just calculating the KO wrong. I think when it's checking the KO, it's just getting the wrong numbers out of it. So, oh no, my time's up. Well, that's fine. We'll stay for a while. Oh, oh no, that thing always screws up, man. Hold on. I gotta start my snip back up. That's what I use for the song titles, snip. How's KO being calculated? I think it's being calculated based on ratio. That's what I was gonna pull up that file. So, oh yeah, here we are. We're in match controller already. So, is KO'd. So here, nah, that's probably. Oops, sorry, I hit the mic. Is that the only? That's the only instance of it? Okay, maybe it is. Load current fighters. Load current fighters. Load character. Hold on, let's fight. Okay, if the match is in fight mode, that's the timer and time freeze stuff. These are debug keys. Here, KO. If we're not preventing the KO, then we look to see if there was a KO. Health is depleted. So, fighter, that health stats, or the team health stats, and the team is depleted. Let's see. Health stats. Health is less than or equal to 0. That looks right. I don't know. Yeah, because this is getting the team data. the health stats are shared between the team and the fighter, unless that got screwed up somehow. Are these? No, there's still a class, so the reference should work. I don't know. Not really sure. Let's see. Let's look at it again. Yeah, health is less than, and that sources from here. Yeah, it just sources from this file, or this variable. My guess would be, got two theories. One, either, like you said, the damage is being communicated wrong to different parts of the system, or there might be a desync between the fighter's stats and the team stats. But I don't know why that would be the case. Them Street Fighter Alpha 3 songs, though, good old memory of those songs are a banger. Oh, a memory of mine, yeah. Yeah, they are good, especially this one. The ending song is really good, I like it. It's pretty chill. Yeah, honestly, I'm not really sure. I really don't know. I mean, here, there's the health stats are instantiated here. I think, yeah, the health stats get overwritten. Wait, maybe they don't. Hold on. Here, let's do a trace on this. Okay, let's see, what do we get? Maybe it doesn't get assigned anymore. Oh, here. A link new stats, link new health with fighter. So if we go here, yeah, it should be syncing them here. It's a class, so it should just take the reference. It should just assign one to the other. Is this not getting called anymore? Link new stats. Link stats. Team 1, Team 2. Where is this? Team 1 and Team 2, link stats. That's under load character. Oh, this just pulls the active character? Yeah. I don't know. Link health. Link the max meter. Super meters. I mean, that all works. The only one that doesn't seem to work is the health. Because you see the max meter and all that, they get represented okay. See, like they actually gain... you can gain max meter and super meter back like normal. That seems alright. And the HUD here is attached to the team stats, not the character stats, but they should be syncing up, so it shouldn't be an issue. Oh, he's not doing it. Oh! My mistake. Yeah. Yeah, and it's using up max meter, and max meter comes back, so that one seems to be okay. Stun seems to be okay. See, that's the weird thing. So the stun is part of the health meter, and yet it doesn't seem to go. You know what? Let's look at the team data in live here. Team 1 data. Health stats. Oh, max health is 1. Well, that's a problem. Yeah, I guess the max health stat is getting set to 1 for some reason. Max stun is fine, but the health stat's not. Alright, well, let's see then. Where does the health stat get set here then? Match controller. No, we want fighter controller. Max health is the amount of health that you have in total. So if you only have 1 hit point, anything will kill you. Like even chip damage will kill you. Yeah, so that just means that it's your maximum, your total health, I should say. Probably be the better way to put it. Okay, let's go to fighter controller. And so we're gonna check. We're gonna do a check on HP here. So max health. Does it get set anywhere? Health stat. Oh, that's just getting a ratio. This max health should be a fixed 64, right? Oh no, it's an integer. That's fine. That works. It doesn't have to be a fixed decimal number if it's just an integer. Max health, max health, max health. What's this one? Okay, that's just clamping it. Maybe it's just not getting set anywhere. Let's see. What else sets it? Reset health. Get health ratio. Full. Has full health. Is health depleted. Inflict damage, recover health, set health. But that doesn't set max health. Huh. Well, something's not right. Are the fighters... Let's see. Do they just contain a health stat here? Let's see. Health stats. Okay, if we... Hold on, I gotta close the game. Let me go to the actual prefab here. I don't know if this is actually where the data is stored or if it pulls from somewhere else. Hey, we're about to find out. So if Terry now has 1,000 health, then we'll know what went wrong. Yeah, it's good now. Okay, so it's just set in the character. Huh. I don't know why it got reset, but I don't know, something I did reset it. Hey, we fixed it. There you go. That's how you fix a bug. That's how you investigate it. To be honest, I'm probably going to move these into their own component. But it's good to know that we figured it out at least. Yeah, so the damage was being reported here correct because the damage was correct. It was just the maximum health was 1, so anything was an instant kill. Okay, let's fix Ryu and Ken then. If that's the case, we know how to fix it, so why don't we just fix theirs while we're here. So 1,000. And we'll go to Ken. And 1,000. I really wonder what changed that, but I don't know. I guess it's kind of irrelevant as long as it's fixed. This is what happens when you change several systems at once. Stuff just gets through the cracks. Yeah, so let's confirm the fix actually works in the other mode too. Because this is training mode, doesn't always apply to the other. Yeah, looks like it's working. Oh! Yeah, the hat doesn't update with time properly yet. Yeah, that doesn't quite work. That metal slug reference still there? Yeah, he should be over here in the corner. There he is. There's Marco. Oh no! That's not good. What happened? Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, something's mad. Something's upset. What happened? What is this? Palette sprite sequencer? Oh. Well, there's a time controller missing somewhere here. Let's see. I think I know which one it is. Okay. I think I know what's wrong though. Yeah, soft lock. Whoops. Type of palette sprite sequencer. Oh, wait, hold on. We need the asset. That's the thing that plays it. We need the preset. Here we go. That's what we're looking for. Okay, type equals that. Here we are. Round announcement palette sequence. Oh yeah, none of these have time controllers. They got all reset in the new time system. Well, not all of them need them. I think that one's because that's delta time. Rendered frames. Fixed time. Yeah, I'm actually not really sure what these are for exactly. I'm redoing this system too, but this is just a visual system, so I'm not too keen on redoing it right now, but yeah, so I think the thing here is these need the time in here. So we need HUD. No. The wheels, these are from the other stage. These ones should be background. Or stage time, right? Stage time. This is a super background sequence. I bet that's what it is. This should be match time. I guess match delta time. Match delta time. Oh, the searchlights. Yeah, these should be stage time. And the announcer should be max delta time. Okay. Let's try that again. Alright, we gotta build meter first. Then we gotta KO him with a super. Okay. Nope. Nope. That didn't work. That did not work at all. What happened? And now I don't even get an error. Whoop. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to take a rain check on that bug. I'm gonna mark it down, but yeah, that's gonna take some deep investigation to find that one. Where's my bug tracker? Here's my bug tracker. Yeah, so we're just gonna mark that one down, and I'll check that one out later. Super KO, I guess effect freezes game. Gameplay, that's a showstopper. That's definitely a big bad one. KO never appears. It is just a black background on the final hit. Yeah, I mean, that's it. That's all. Welcome to game development. Yeah, and normal KO worked, right? Yeah. I mean, his hat flipped out, but it still worked. Yeah, man, well, welcome to game dev. This is what happens. Yeah, that's the ultimate tech. You soft lock the opponent. Oh yeah, let's fix Ken's fireballs too. We fixed Terry's stuff. Let's fix Ken's fireballs. So, under Ken, projectiles. Or is it just under Hadoken? I think it's just under Hadoken, yeah. So the light. Here it is, update on demand. And bring it up to the top. There. Now, since the heavy Hadoken is based on the light one, we don't need to do the heavy. It's a variant. So those changes you can see have already taken effect. The one's based on the other. And then the EX Hadoken, just repeat the process. There. I should put transform fixed on top too. I like to see it where the transform. Damn it, go. Go. There. I like to see it on top instead of the transform. And that should fix Ken's Hadokens. Yep, they're working okay now. Light, heavy, EX. Oh, I didn't have EX. I wanted to jump back and do that, but didn't. I ran out of meter. Here, let's make this big. I think that's everything of his that's fixed now. He doesn't really spawn many projectiles or anything because Ken's pretty much just a melee fighter. Oh, I thought for sure that was gonna dizzy him. Oop, messed that up. That's actually not gonna... Yeah, that was a counter hit. You gotta be closer than that. Does Ken have, like, no shading? Characters with bright colors don't get shading in Pocket Style. It's only dark elements that get shading. So, like, Terry's pants, like Chun-Li's stockings. Akuma's gi has shading because it's a dark element. But the style keeps light elements that doesn't use shading. It's very strange. But when you notice it, you're like, oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. Yeah. I think I have an image about it too. Let me look. I compiled this a long time ago. I used to keep getting that question on Twitter. So let's see. Under platforms. Is it here? I have like a... I have one for the process. My coloring process. I have one for that, but I've got another one too. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Yeah, here. So characters without dark elements. And then characters with dark elements. You notice there's shading on Chun-Li's legs. Evil Ryu and Akuma's got the gi. Yuri has dark blue pants or purple pants in many games. Or the hair. So it kind of gets shaded a bit because it's dark hair. You see Akuma's hair's got shading too. And then you can kind of see the evolution of shading being removed over time. The Fatal Fury First Contact had shading on its sprites. You can see all over, like his arm. You can see, especially in color, you can see the shading on Mai. You can see the shading on the arms and the legs and all that stuff. And then later, King of Fighters R2 and R1 has no shading on the arm. They removed the shading on the leg. They started going more like with a flat style. So it's pretty interesting evolution overall what they decided to do. So by the time Match of the Millennium came out, the standard was if it was a dark color, you could use shading, and if it was a light color, you didn't. Unless like in the case of like hair where you needed to have like some texture to it, then they added a light shade to Ryo's hair. But like Ken's doesn't, because it's already blonde. Like super blonde, I guess. I mean, Ryo is blonde too, I guess, but for whatever reason, his has more texture. I guess because his hair is a bit more frilly, where Ken's is more flat. And then Ryu, his is completely dark. He's got black hair, so there's no shading there. And same thing like Geef's beard and that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's weird, right? So that's how that works, and that's what ends up happening. So it's consistent. It's just a little strange, you know. Do I smell cat food?
Yes.
Or is it human food? It actually smells decent.
Oh.
It's both. Oh, okay.
I made soup.
Oh, you made soup. Okay, that explains it.
And I'm feeding the kitties.
Okay, okay. I'm hungry, so that's good. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, if I was using a higher color style, I would probably shade everything. But just to kind of keep it, like looking like the originals, I decided to go with whatever they did. If they shaded it, I shaded it. If they didn't shade it, I didn't bother. And I think it kind of gives it that nice retro aesthetic to it. Oh, this I tried to use heavy kick as a cross up. That doesn't work on Terry, or it doesn't work with Ken. Only Terry has a heavy cross up. Ken's got the light one. But yeah, that works. Alright, so let's see. I got work tomorrow, it's been fun. Yeah, have a good one, man. I was gonna say, we won't be here too much longer, I think. I do want to fix the, I do want to fix Power Geyser, though, before we go. Because that one's just goofy. And then, let's see, 'cause this one looks alright. Excuse me, this one looks alright now. I think this one's good. That one came out okay. We're doing good there. Both power waves work. And I think that's it for projectiles. These are the last ones. So this should be a quick fix. It should. That's the operative word here. Let's go to... That's Ken. We want projectiles for Terry. We did high angle. We did power wave, and I need power geyser. So yeah, first things first. These guys have to get turned on in the new update system. Come on, go up there. Oh, that's right. You can't put anything higher than transform. That's why it wouldn't work. Okay, and then I'm gonna put this on tippy top. So that was for power geyser. Let's do it from here. That's power geyser L for light. Then power geyser heavy 1. Turn it on, rearrange. And then heavy 2, that's the final hit. So when he does those 3 hits, it's just bam, 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 and that last one, that's this one. The first 2 are the same projectile move. Okay, that works. So that should reactivate them onto time. We will not fix the offset, but let's make sure that they're actually working first. Boom, there. And boom, boom, boom. Okay. Alright, so now we need to do the spawn. Actually, we can do that while this is live, and then we need to, actually. Because we gotta look at the animations for them. So, let's look at the animation. Let's see, I'm gonna lock that. No. Yeah, this one's locked? Yeah. Then I want to open the spawn for light. Power geyser light. We're gonna lock that. And now we're gonna look at power geyser light. And then we gotta find out where. Here, spawn projectile. Yeah, actually, let's add a tab. Inspector. Yeah, I could have found it this way too. Either way, we go here, and we want to copy whatever the position here is at this point in time. So 3.8, it's probably 3.8. And let's test it. That looks a lot better. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. Ooh. Yeah, that works. Then power geyser. Heavy. In fact, we can unlock that one. Because it'll take us right to it. Okay. I'm assuming one of these is it. Yeah, H1 spawn. And currently we're at 3.8 again. 3.8. But then the second one is a different offset. So B is 4. And then all the way at the end, it's 9 on H2. Oh, is it 8? Wait. H2, that's not right, is it? Oh, no, it was H1 and H1B. Okay. Yeah, and then H2 is this one. This is the big one. And that's going to be on 9. And then we don't need that spawn information anymore. It should be baked in. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Ooh. And I think that fixes Terry. I think that's it. I mean, other than some visual hiccups here and there, but... That's not what I wanted. Hold on. There we go. Whoa. Big damage. That's over 50%. Oh, yeah, 571. That's pretty good. 529. Wonder if I could get more out of that. This one's hard to do. I'm trying to charge partition. But I need to get the diagonal. I'm getting down too far. Need to get the diagonal. Because you can go from there into that. But I didn't charge. I have to charge. The thing is, you gotta charge while you're in here, and then you've got to walk, microstep, and then... So you gotta charge, and then microstep, and then do it. But it's harder than it looks. Charge, microstep, and then you can do it. There it is. I honestly, I don't think I could get a... I don't think I can get a power geyser in there. It actually takes quite a while for it to... See if I can even get it off of here. Oh, this is super hard. Trying to get a power geyser off of a rising tackle. Oh, it's so hard. Oh, you can get around wave. That's mostly meant for ground, but I think it'll still work. Yeah, you can still get that. I'm not sure if it's all that useful though. It was designed, at least in this game, to be mostly a ground move. What's interesting about round wave is that it allows you to special cancel out of it. So it's really good for like confirming shit. I mean, you could always just do that anyway. I mean, this is practically a big confirm anyway. I mean, realistically, you've got a couple things you can do out of it, even if they do block. But here, so... I mean, once they block, like, you know, just don't do the super or something, you know? Hell, you might not even have to get that far with it. I don't think that's safe, though. So to make it safe, to make it truly safe, you have to use EX. So let me put them on all guard. And I'm gonna make them wake up with a Shoryu, so it's as fast as it possibly can be. Oh, man, I'm not getting the string right. There. Now, he did get hit because the Shoryuken's not low invincible. It's only upper invincible. Unless you use the EX, it's both. But... I mean, that'll still stop a Shoryu from hitting. Because, yeah, if you do this, you're gonna get it. You know, those are gonna get knocked out. Let's see. No, you can't do that either. Ooh, yeah, you'll get knocked right out if you try to do that. Now, light crack shoot is pretty safe, especially at distance. That's okay. Heavy shouldn't be, but it is right now, so I have to adjust that. But if you want it to be really safe, you gotta use round wave. Then it's like hella safe. When are you gonna do the single and team one player? I don't know. I have to figure out how to get the fighter AI to work first and foremost, and then I'd have to assemble like a whole arcade mode. I don't know exactly the timetable that's going to be. And I know that kind of sucks because that's a bad answer because I don't know, but I'm just being like super honest. I don't really know what's involved with the AI. I've never done like advanced AI in games before. So it's something that I still have to learn how to do. And then to figure out, like to create a whole system around it. And then to implement it and then actually use the system to program the characters. So it's probably not going to be anytime soon. It's probably going to take a while. And that's why I put a lot of focus on the online. Because I got more of an idea what I'm doing with that first. And at least you can play with each other online, right? And it's sort of infinite replay value in that respect. But don't think that I'm forgetting about the single player stuff. Like, absolutely we need a arcade mode. You know, that was number one on the requirement list for, you know, if I was going to do this game, I absolutely had to have that. Because for whatever reason, some games now aren't coming with those. Not naming any names, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Oh yeah, you could also make any attack safe, by the way, with Power Max cancel. Yeah, in fact, because the cancel comes out delayed on these, you can empty cancel these. You don't need to actually hit with the projectile to Power Max. This actually gives you the best of both worlds. Because if you, not that one, that one. Then you could actually do something with that. Because they've been, damn it, if I could do it right, holy shit. There. Yeah, then they're like counter hit and everything, and like you confirmed right into that. Are you going to host a watch party for the Sakura news? When is that? Is that tomorrow? When is that? It's Sakura news. You mean, yeah, Akira, right? Yeah, Akira. Oh wait, yeah, okay, let's see, what time is that? Let's look that up. Was it summer update or something? What are we doing here? Oral release date, summer news. Oral return, okay, this should be safe enough to show. That is that Steam Deck. That thing looks cool. What's that? Holy shit, all the ads! Oh my god, no, go away! Alright, wait. When is it? Yeah. Wait, that's it? Hold on. Capcom has announced a date. Street Fighter Summer Update. Okay, let's click that. Here we go. Oh, here. Okay. Street Fighter 5 Summer Update. It doesn't say when. Oh, August 3rd at 3 p.m. Pacific. So that is that 6 p.m.? For Eastern. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we can do that. Tomorrow's Wednesday, right? 6 p.m., yeah. We'll do a watch party. Yeah, here for the Discord. Here's the Discord link. If anybody wants to pop in for that. Yeah, we'll do that. That's reasonable. Oh, let me set a reminder on my phone too. Yeah. I was gonna say, it's just making sure it's not like 3 in the morning or something. I don't know if I could promise that, but yeah, right? 3 Pacific? Yeah, they're 3 hours behind. Yeah, so 6 for us. 6 on the West Coast, or East Coast. Yeah, I can do that. We'll do that. Yeah. Well, tomorrow is Tuesday? Oh my god, I got my days all mixed up. Yeah, no, that's fine though. Well, Tuesday or Wednesday is fine. Those are free days for me. Relatively. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably not going to be over a half hour, I would imagine, so you'll probably have to catch the replay. Yeah, you're right, though. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Well, I'm telling you, this GGPO stuff has got me locked up in a room, and I don't know what day it is. I don't know what month it is. Actually, I do. It's August, but I don't know what's going on anymore, man. So yeah, Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 3 Pacific. Yeah, we'll do that watch party in Discord. So that'll be fun. I would be interested to see that. I'm assuming they're going to go all over. They're going to go over everything about Oro. And we probably won't. Oh, here's Twitter. We probably won't get a full breakdown of Akira, but we'll probably get like some of it. That's kind of how they break things up, right? Sign up to co-stream. Can you believe you actually have to do this stuff now? Sign up to be an official co-streamer. Or what? Will they'll strike you down? Is that what it is? Sounds like a threat. I don't like it. That's why we do these on Discord. Discord's still the Wild West, baby. We can get away with anything. We have fun in the Discord. So if you're not there, join up and we'll have more fun. Come on. There we go. Oh no! Come on. Oh, the battery's low in this thing. I wonder if it's dropping inputs. The light on the controller's blinking. Oh, I hope it's okay. Might just be me though. Doesn't feel like it should be this hard though. Technically, you're not restreaming, you're getting people together to watch an official stream. Loopholes for the win. Yeah, pretty much. Ah! That one was my fault. I just did that one way too late. It does feel strange. It feels like I'm dropping inputs, but I don't know. Could just be me. There we go! Let's go! Big 576 damage. I'm just happy I can do combos like these again. That was almost. Let's. Okay, that one will hit without having the second hit. Yeah. That's interesting. It never did work like that before, but that's okay. I think I'm alright with that. We're here getting the uppercut in there after this. It actually never. Oh yeah, okay. I guess you still have to be careful. Yeah, if it's too high, it might not catch it. Typically, if you want the second hit, you gotta wait for it. But if you do it while it's too high, with the heavy, it won't hit at all. So if you want the heavy version, you gotta delay it. So that you can get the knee hit in there. That's what I'm usually trying to do. That used to be true for both versions. But apparently that one just kind of works now. The light version. That's okay. So that's alright. I may reconsider that. Why would there be a level 3 special move in the air for Terry though? I was trying to get it for the ground, but seeing it works in the air? I don't understand the question. I guess. To clarify, there is no air super for Terry. There's nothing. I mean, you can land and do it. But there's no air super for Terry. He's got nothing. His only supers are Power Geyser. Got a level 2 and a level 3 of that. Got a level 2 and level 3 Buster Wolf. They got different ranges. So the level 2 doesn't go as far. Power Stream is that one. But you can't do it in air. You can't activate it in air. It'll shoot upwards, but that's it. I gotta really rethink that. I'm not very satisfied with Power Stream. See, that part of the balance with Terry is that he has a boatload of special moves. He's got Power Wave, he's got Crack Shoot, he's got Round Wave, he's got Rising Tackle, he's got High Angle Geyser, you know, he's got Power Dunk, he's got Power Charge. You know, he's got so many special moves. And then he doesn't have as many supers. That's part of his balance. You'll notice that in the official games too. He has a boatload of special moves, but he has like only 2 supers usually. So that's it. I gave him those. And Power Max is supposed to fill a gap in your tool set. At least that's the idea I'm trying to run with. Make Power Max give an ability that you otherwise don't usually have. And so I thought for Terry, well, part of the weakness is that he doesn't have as many supers, right? He's got a lot of specials, but he's got limited supers. So what if we gave him Power Stream in Power Max mode? But in order to make it like really special, I made it a level 3 only. But so if you don't have 3 bars and you go into Power Max, you don't do anything special though. So while on paper that works, like on paper that design makes sense, it just, practicality is kind of, I don't know, moot on it, I guess. Like, yeah, you can still do the cancels and stuff. You can still do Power Max cancels, like that's there. Everybody's got that. He doesn't really have a special ability to use. And sure, it's powerful. It's even OTG. It's kind of crazy, actually, but how useful is it if you have to be fully stocked with super to use it, you know? I think you won't even see it very much in a match because of that. And for that reason, I'm really reconsidering how that's supposed to be. But I haven't come up with any good answer yet. Because yeah, I mean, Terry's just kind of got it all. His EX charge is armored and does wall bounce. You know, his EX crack shoot does ground bounce. Like, he's got a lot of stuff to work with, you know? It's not like he's lacking. He's got a hard knockdown already from his power dunk. That's a hard knockdown. Meterless. The one thing he doesn't have, and maybe this is something we could look into, the one thing he doesn't have is a standing overhead. He actually does not have a standing overhead. If you ever noticed that. He actually has to get overheads with jumps. Maybe that's something that we could look into. I don't know. Yeah, Terry's weird. Like, a lot of games, he just doesn't have a standing overhead. It's just, like, super strange. And it's more strange because this isn't an overhead either. So if he had, like, crack shoot as an overhead, it would kind of make sense, right? But it's not. So, yeah, it's weird. Terry's strange. He's got some weird gaps in his tool set. Now, in KOF, it doesn't matter so much because you've got the hops and the hyper hops, which give you basically an instant overhead for every character with pretty much any air move. So it wasn't really that big of an issue, but if you look in the other games, it's like, yeah, it's weird, right? He doesn't have one. So, I just kind of leaned into that strangeness of him. So instead of giving him an overhead, I gave him a lot of advantage on the stuff. He's got great confirms. He's got a great cross-up. His heavy kick is a cross-up. He's got great air normals. Like his neutral air kick is like really good. It's based on his CD from the other games. Like he's got a great heavy kick. Like again, it crosses up even, so it's like super crazy. And it links into everything. Like look at this. Like this is super confirmed city. Like if you could get a cross up confirmed like so easily with him. So I focused on giving him other things. You know? In the version on Game Jolt for Pocket Fighter EX, it works in the air? Not that I recall. It shouldn't be. If it does work in the air, then that's a glitch. So I don't know. I don't know. You'd have to give me some video footage of that one to believe it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, see you later, Wendy. I was gonna say, I'm pretty much at the end here anyway. We fixed everything we wanted, so I'm just answering the questions, and then I'm out of here too. Because I'm hungry, damn it. Food's waiting for me. But yeah, as far as Terry's abilities go, I'm just not satisfied with how Power Stream has ended up. Like, and I don't know what if we're going to replace it with something, or if I can turn it into something that matters, you know, that matters more. I don't really want to just make it like a one-time use thing. Like, I don't want to make it so, like, you know, those V triggers where the V trigger is just a super. Like, I don't really like that idea. So, I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. So, Terry may change quite a bit still coming up. I don't want to necessarily remove it, but if I have to remove it for the sake of the game, then that is what it is. I hate to do that because Pocket made sprites for it specifically. And I feel like he's already got enough juggle tools, right? He can juggle with that. I mean, he can juggle with this. Like, here. Terry's got enough juggle on him, watch. Oh, that's not right. Hold on. Oh. Hold on, that was supposed to be an EX. Here. Ah, damn it. I messed it up. Ah! What's going on? Ah! Screwing me up here. How did... Okay, I think something's wrong with the controller. How did I get an input of down and left and not get the... I didn't get the one in between it. I just got down and left, and that's why it didn't come out. What the f... Okay. Ah, really? Did it happen again? Oh, I don't think I completed the motion that time. That's not right. Okay, I'm switching controllers. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me, but I'm switching controllers. I'm convinced that one's worked. Yeah, it was that controller. It was that controller. Okay, I'm not going psychotic now. I switch controllers and it works. Yeah, so look, see, Terry doesn't have any issues juggling people. So adding like a new juggle move or something, I don't think it's going to do much for him. He can corner to corner with the greatest of ease. Like it's not even funny. Like he just does it. Okay, that was my mistake. I negative edged that when I should have been more careful. You know what's really handy? About this controller converter I got. I can have multiple controllers hooked up at the same time. So, and that includes wired controllers. So that includes the stick. And I don't have to worry about them being detected as separate controllers. They all work together. So here, I'm going to plug it in. And it's just going to work. Yep, there it is. Oh, button config's messed up. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Should have reset it. No! What? Dude, I hate this. Wait, why don't I have punch? Uh-oh. Did it break? My punch button break? Uh-oh. My button stuck? What happened? Yes? No? Uh-oh. I think my button's broke. Let's try it again. Oh, there it is. We're good. Okay. I think I just didn't reset it properly. But yeah, I noticed there was no controller detection message. Because everything works off of it as if it was one controller. It's super handy. So I've got like 3-4 controllers hooked up. So if anything goes dead or whatever, then I've got it. Man, I haven't used Terry with the stick in months because he's been broken. Feels good to be back though. Oh, that was a mistake. What do you want? The cat's looking at me. What do you want? Hello, come here. 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 Oh. There you are. Hello. It's a different cat this time. This one's Fuzzle. Are you gonna give me a sigh too? Oh, you're just happy to be picked up. You're purring too, just like the other one. Yeah, you just want to get picked up? I wish you made more noises. Kitties are too silent. Yeah, no, that's the stick. You can't... You gonna press buttons? You gonna press buttons? No. Okay, get out. Oh, I'm trying to do that. Or that. Oh, sorry. Oh, almost. Ah! Hey, no, that's a wire. Get out. Get. Get him with the gun. Oh, I wanted to do that. Ooh, that one's so good. You can get heavy, Ugh, Butterfingers. I gotta rethink this, hold on. My muscle memory is like killing me on this one. Yeah, you can get heavy burn knuckle out of that, where usually you can't get that on anything. You actually can't cancel from heavy and from anything except this and a power max. Oh, not even on that, jeez. Or using that cancel. I don't think it works on any other normal. Okay, it works off that cancel. That's got enough advantage to get it. Wonder if at max range that's true. Yep, it is. So that's a decent one. That's a definitely, you're in the corner now, baby. You get a wayward cancel off of heavy cake? Yeah, you're sailing to the corner. You're done. Let's see. Doubt, no, that one's not going to. I doubt that one is. No. Yeah, so it's heavy kick. Heavy kick. Off of that. Forward. But that doesn't work on crouchers, so be careful. That whiffs. And then... and that. I think that's the only one. Now you can do it with light. You can cancel to light, but not heavy. And also to EX, because that's like super fast. And super far too. It's got Buster Wolf range. It just doesn't have Buster Wolf damage. Oh, that's not right. You gotta cancel the first hit into it, or cancel the first hit and the uppercut and then do it. Because this is 2 hits, and you can cancel both of them into either special or whatever. Which is a double-edged sword. If you're just mashing it, you're not gonna get the full damage of the move. So you can get 140 there, but if you do it too early, you only get 105. And you could get 185 if you get all the hits in. So from there to there to there. Those are the things a designer has to think about. Whether or not that's an acceptable way to do it. Whether it could only, maybe you can only do uppercut to one and not the other. Or, you know, things like that. You hate Ryu's wake up move. Yeah, I programmed Ryu's wake up move to be sure you can. I mean, I reprogrammed them for my own purposes. It's more of a dev tool for me. But I made sure that Ryu did that because it was his fastest special move with invincibility. It's 4 frames and it's upper body invincibility. If he can hit you with that, he can pretty much hit you with anything. That's how I test the relative safety of moves. Yeah. So if he can get that off, you know, somewhere there, then I know there's something wrong with it. Let's see. But yeah, anyway, I'm just having fun with Terry because Terry's actually playable again. But yeah, that's it. I think we're done. I'm hungry now, man. I gotta get something to eat. So I'm happy Terry's back in action. I gotta fix some of the effects there. You notice that when the super effect spawns, it's in the wrong spot for a lot of characters. I gotta fix that. I gotta fix the Hadokens. They're spawning in the wrong spot. You know, stuff like that. So let's save. There. We can pop back in just for something to look at here. Oh yeah, that's right. Because I went back to the character select, but I didn't select any character. So it's in free mode now, where you can go anywhere. So this would be like for a bonus stage or something, where you didn't have an opponent, or the opponent's like a car. You don't lock onto it, you don't have to. You can just kind of go anywhere with it. So, I would like to have bonus stages for arcade mode. I mean, it makes sense, they're fun, and we don't have them anymore for some reason. To create a mode, I think Tekken 3 had it. Oh, like Tekken Force? Yeah, like if I did a story mode, I would like to do something like this, where it's a side scroller and you got enemies coming and then you can do stuff. I think that would be cool. It would take a long time to make something like that though, so I can't promise it. But I've definitely talked about the possibility. Yeah, I've definitely talked about it on stream. I just don't want to get everybody's hopes up and not be able to do it though. So I always caveat it with, it would be cool, but I don't know if I could actually do it or not. I don't know if I would have the resources. Not enough lifespan. If I had infinite lifespan, I guess it wouldn't be a problem, but at some point the project must end and I must move on to other things, so I guess those are still screwed up. But it would be fun though, right? To have like a mode with multiple things. And you know, it could even be just like a bonus stage too. It could be like goons coming out and you gotta beat them up. And then you're not locked to any access. You can just kind of do what you need to do. That would be a good prototype to test to see if it actually works properly. You know what I mean? I think that would be a good test if you had some kind of like fight the Shadow bad guys kind of mode or something, you know, for like a bonus stage. And then you could just then you could see if the concept works, like if the controls feel right and all that, and use that to kind of base it off of. And then if it works and it works really well, then you can consider, you know, doing something more with it. I think that would be cool. But until that day, this is what we got for now. And what I would say though is that it would just take a huge amount of work to make a two-player mode like that. Or like a story mode. I would make a two-player as well, because, you know, it would just be fun. But to make a story mode like that would take a lot of work. You'd have to program a lot of new stuff. Well, I add skins to fighters. I add alternate colors. There's alternate colors for the characters, but there probably won't be any alternate costumes. At least if there are, it would be a very special occasion. It just takes too much work to draw every frame. I mean, look at this. You'd have to draw all these frames of animation over again to get a different costume. Like, there's just a lot of sprites, and it's just a lot of work to do something like that. Now, in full transparency, we did do that for Kyo. Because I wanted Kyo to be in his jacket. So we do have... Actually, let me pull up Graphicus's version here. So we do have Kyo in his Nest jacket. Absolutely, we're going to have that. But that might be the only character that we do that with. Yeah, and that's exactly it. It'd be better use of time to just use that time to draw different characters and add them in. Yep, and that's pretty much it. It's just a really difficult thing to go and to do all that work on it, you know? Yeah, if we can get through the first 8, plus the secret guest character and a boss, so I guess that's 10, right? If we get through the first 10 characters, then we can start to think about adding ones that maybe have never been added before. So we'd be pretty unlimited in what we could do. Any character that's never had pocket sprites, doesn't matter. We could just make them, you know? So the next character that we're working on is Iori, and he'll be done after the online's done. And then after that it'll be... I mean, the confirmed characters are, you know, Kyo, Iori, Terry Mai, Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, and Guile, so they'll be in some sort of order after that. But I just kind of, whenever I'm done with one, then I just kind of pick the next one I feel like working on. I should create a fighter. I would love to create my own fighting game, but that would take a lot of money. And by a lot of money, I mean a lot more than you even think it's going to take. Fighting games like Strive, like Guilty Gear Strive, takes millions of dollars to make. Not thousands, millions of dollars. And I certainly don't have anything near that. So you gotta pay them artists. But yeah, no, there won't be like, it's not Mugen. It's definitely not gonna be open like Mugen. So you won't be able to get in there and change things. Yeah, okay, I see what, so okay, so you were asking whether or not it's like you could add your own character? No, it's not like Mugen. I don't know exactly what you mean by submit your game to Capcom. It's not like Capcom just takes anybody's stuff and does something with it, but no, I mean it's a fan game. It's not like they would just publish it. And besides, you'd need both Capcom and SNK's graces to publish it because it's got both their characters in it. The likelihood of Capcom and SNK both saying yes and trusting the implementation of their characters to somebody random on the internet is virtually impossible. So no, it's not even worth bothering. And that's fine. I don't really mind. If it stays a free fan game, that's fine. As long as I get to work on it, that's what matters to me. I think that's what makes me happy, is just making it. So, you know, if people play it, cool. If people don't want to play it, then they don't want to play it, that's fine. It doesn't have to be official. Oh, he actually left the this color black, didn't he? I should color that in. See if it's an RGB. What color would be good here? Maybe brown? No. I guess blue. Blue would be alright. I think I want to saturate it higher. Yeah, more into cyan. Go more cyan with it. There, that's pretty good. That looks alright. I guess the other alternate would be, instead of blue, that you would use maybe brown. Because then it would color the shoes brown. Well, I add a Sagat or Akuma. Don't know about Sagat. I think Akuma's an inevitability. It's kind of hard to have a Street Fighter game or a Street Fighter crossover without Akuma. So I think it's probably a pretty safe bet that he'll show up eventually. I mean, who else is going to be the secret boss, right? You gotta have somebody. Oh no, is my monitor going bad? I'm getting like, it's like flickering in sections. That's great. You probably can't see it because you're seeing the video feed, but I'm looking at the monitor and it's like flickering in darker colors here. Like I see flickering all over here. That's great. That's what I need. Another piece of equipment to break that I don't have the money to replace. Hey, speaking of that, that's a good segue into Patreon. Is that right? Is that spot right? Yeah. Yeah, there it is. There's the link to the Patreon. So when my monitor shits the bed, I can afford a new one with the support of everybody else on here on stream. Don't break it. I'm not trying to break it. It's flickering on its own. It's breaking itself. I guess that's kind of a half joke, but yeah, it would set me back if I had to buy a new monitor though. But if you better hope it's your monitor, not your video card. Well, that's why, like, if you guys don't see it on stream, because you're seeing the video feed from the HDMI. And I'm looking on the side monitor where the stream is, and I don't see it. I don't see the flickering here. If you don't see flickering, then it's not the graphics card. Because you guys are getting a direct feed from the computer, from the graphics card. You're seeing a direct feed from the monitor. Or going to the monitor. I'm actually splitting the monitor signal, so I can see it on here. And also you can see it on stream. You want to see a picture of that? a picture you won't see the flicker though. Because that's animated. I don't even know if it would show up in a video. Well, whatever. Anyway. The point the point is I'm gonna turn it into a shill moment. So hit up my Patreon so when my monitor shoves off to the afterlife, I'll have money to replace it. It's unfortunate because I got this thing. This thing's like an ultra wide. It's made for like artwork, you know, for like doing art and stuff. So it's got like good color calibration. And I got it on like half off on a Black Friday years ago. So it was a hell of a deal. Now you don't see the ultra wide because I can't stream an ultra wide. Twitch doesn't support that, but so I actually have to reduce the resolution to do the stream, but that's good. Yeah, Patreon is now a monitor fund. Yeah, I mean that's where most of the money goes. It goes to like I got software licenses. I got to pay to stream on multiple platforms. There's a fee for that, so I've got to pay that. That's where most of it goes. And then like I have Photoshop. You have to pay for that. And the other Adobe stuff that I use, like it's all subscription based, and it's really annoying. And then once in a while when something breaks or it's like, oh, I need a USB hard drive or something, well, that, you know, that's where I can afford that stuff. It all gets used up by that. But it all helps because, you know, without that stuff, I wouldn't be able to do nearly as much of what I do here. So it does really help a lot. On a Pepsi break. Yeah, right? Well, I mean, it's a double-edged sword, too. Like, you can get, I think it's $15 a month I pay for, or maybe I used to pay that for Photoshop alone. I think you can get it for $15 a month. Which, all things considered, is not terrible. I mean, because if you think about it, if you bought Photoshop, and Photoshop's like $1,200 a license, like literally $1,000 something a license, by the time that like you get your use out of it and would have to upgrade anyway, like it kind of evens out, you know what I mean? With the subscription, you're kind of paying probably even less in the long run than you used to. Assuming you keep up with updates. Like, at some point, if you paid $1,200 like 20 years ago, and you're still using the 20-year-old version, you made out pretty good, probably, you know, in the long run. But if you're paying $15 a month, and then say, because whenever an update comes out, you have to pay for that too, back in the day. So say you pay your $1,200 now, but you pay like your $300 upgrade fee, like every few years, you know, that adds up, you know what I mean? But if you only pay $10 a month and you just keep using it and you always have the updated one because it's a subscription, like it sort of works out actually in your favor. But it still sucks at a subscription though, you know what I mean? Yeah, well, Yeah, that's the thing. When you don't have a lot of money, $10 a month is still a lot, or 15 or whatever. I think it's 15. Really digging the Nest Keo? Yeah, it's good. Graphicus went. I did a version, but I wasn't too happy with it. So Graphicus went, and I don't know if he touched up what I had, or if he just redid it from scratch. But he did a good job either way, and he even got the cross on the shirt to look pretty alright. Now I haven't animated him, so I don't know if I need to make any animation corrections, but at face value it looks pretty good. So I'm excited to get him in. I think Keo's gonna be really cool in the game. Keo's another one where he's got so many damn moves and so much crazy stuff. I wonder if he's gonna be busted when he first gets in. Yeah, we'll figure it out. But anyway, yeah, that's my Patreon pitch. So when my monitor finally kicks the bucket, it can help me get into it. Keo's move changed almost every game. Yeah, they kind of do. I'll be honest, I'm probably gonna start with like KOF 99 2000 2002 / KOF 13 Keo with the white jacket. I'll probably use that as a base, and then I'll look at the other versions of Keos and see if there's anything that I want to incorporate from them. And there's a lot to look at. So we'll do a whole big research stream maybe on that when the time comes. I think that'll be a fun one. We'll have to look at all the games and see what's up. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna have recos and all that normal stuff, but like, let's see, talking about the one with the Air Orochi Kyo. Oh yeah, well there is that too. That's from 13, right? And I don't know if he can do that in 14 as well. 14's got a whole bunch. His recas are super crazy in 14. He's got all sorts of high-low mix-ups. Like there's moves you can't block low, and there's moves you can't block high. Like, so there's all sorts of crazy shit going on there. I want to look at that and really like examine it and see if that's something that would fit the speed and the style of the game that we have. It could be like a little too crazy, but I don't know. Or Keo could just be the mix-up king, and that's just part of his design, right? Yeah, 14. I have 14, but I haven't played it much because it's got delay-based netcode. Oh yeah, and all the Keo clones in 2002 UM. Yeah, there's those too. Yeah, there's a lot to look at. We'll put it that way. But I think for the most part, he's going to end up being like a 2002/13, at least at base. Like his base move set. I'm not saying that you'll be able to pull off KOF 13 combos in the game, but his base move set, I think, will look a lot like that. There's 5 Keos in 02, right? Yeah, I think so. I think? Wait, let me think. There's the normal jacket Keo. But then you have Kusanagi. Uh-oh.
Ah!
What'd they knock down?
My plant!
Oh, that cat. The cats took the plant down. Is it 4? Because there's normal Keo, there's Kusanagi, which represents... He's the Evo Keo clone, but he represents the original Keo design from like 95. 94, 95. And then they have the clone 1 and 2, but I don't know if there's a clone 3. Maybe it's just 4 of them. Okay, so there's the 2 clones, Kusanagi in the original? Okay, so it's just 4 then. Yeah. But still, it's a lot to look at. It's a lot to parse out. So we'll have to check that out. And honestly, I mean, you could look at other characters too. Like, I know Shingo's kind of like a Keo without flames, but he's a little goofy. But he, you know, looking at his moveset can also give you ideas too. And then you would look at like, you could look at, was his father's name Saisio, I think? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. You can look at him too, because it's in the same style. And you can kind of make, you know, you could get ideas perhaps by looking at those as well, because they're kind of variants. I probably won't put EX versions of characters in, or if I do, it might not be till way later in development. I would rather put more effort into putting a new character in than to rehash an old one, at least at the beginning, you know? Yeah, some of the Kyokons did have moves the original never had too, yeah. So it'll get interesting. It'll be a big rabbit hole for us to go down and see everything Kyo and all his clones and his related characters have to offer. It's definitely something. And he changes a lot every game. So, anyway, I guess that kind of wraps that up. Again, hungry, want to go eat, so I think I'm going to get out of here. And let me pick up... Oh, here's the schedule. So Thursday, Retro Mansion stuff, if I don't work myself into the grave again. Then we can have the Thursday stream back. And then Sunday, I've been told we've been playing Dark Souls on Sundays. I've been told that I'm getting near the end. I don't know if that means, or I've been told I'm almost done. So I don't know if that means I can beat it next time, or maybe two more. You want the air gun?
Oh,
All right. So I don't know. I don't know how many sessions we have left for that, but no, that's it. It's just the 3 days that we have on the schedule. That's all we got right now. So that's it, I guess. And I'll read out the patron names. Thanks everybody for watching. Again, there's a Patreon on there. I read out the names of the supporters here. So we've got Alex Smith Mugen. Oh, this is a new one. This is the August list. We refresh the list every month, so we got new people here. Alex Smith Mugen, It's Chomp, ITZ Chomp, It's Chomp, I guess. David Leonard, Garen Johnson, Cameron Lyle, Variant X, Wake and Dumper, Angel, Mike Cruz, Taryn Williams, Bryce Nagwingam, AJ, Alex Dean, Gray Spirit, Mega Keo, Miles Griffin, Ben K, D Money 107, and LD Walker.
I changed my mind. Give me the air can.
Oh no! There you go. And they hate the sound of that air can because it sounds like hissing. And they just go. They scatter. Anyway, yeah, that's it. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Catch me on Twitter at MarkDWiz. The Discord link that I will type in the thing again, and that's pretty much it. So everybody have a good one. I'll see you guys later and scrub out.